And at number 10, Sonic Souls. Made with the Unreal Development Kit, this Sonic 3D game is almost embarrassing for Sega. It's beautifully designed and gives players the option of playing almost any Sonic character. So the downside? Well, it's a little unpolished when it comes to responsive controls, making your character a little hard to maneuver than expected. But fear not, it's not the only Sonic 3D game on this list. But Souls is a prime example of how fans can really open up a Sonic game and turn it into something more, even if it's just by diversifying the playable cast. And at number 9, Sonic Boom and the Smash Crew. While there may be some solid additions to the Sonic fan game community that surpass some of the games created by Sega themselves, there's also a lot of Sonic fan games that are just straight up parodies, including Sonic Boom and the Smash Crew, the game that was a response to the revamped character aesthetics that appear in the Sonic Boom television show and subsequent game. Aside from being laughably good with its MS Paint inspired graphics to its hilarious sound design, the game does have some substance too, and provides a pretty fun gaming experience similar to Super Smash Bros., which it is also parodying. Up next, number 8, Sonic Before the Sequel. Created by developer Lake Feppard and the first of his trilogy of unofficial Sonic games, Before the Sequel is set after the original 1991 game, but before Sonic 2. It's likely one of the more well-known Sonic fan games out there to date. Its follow-up, Sonic After the Sequel, captures the same magic that it does. It has perfect physics matching the original Mega Drive versions of the game, all to a brand new soundtrack by Jun Sunu, who was actually the composer on Sonic 3. And at number 7, Sonic Mega Mix. Sonic Mega Mix is a pastiche Sonic game that combines the source code of the original 1991 game with the new engine. Essentially, it's a giant mod, and lets you play as 4 characters aside from the blue blur: Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and Mighty the Armadillo. All of them play differently too, and they all open up different paths, meaning that's a whole lot of game that you can play. And the best part? You can still play it on the Mega Drive. But the team behind it never quite finished it though, and split up, with only one of those team members still working on it. But fear not, it's actually the designer who runs Headcanon Games, a company that played a crucial role in design for Sonic Mania. Safe to say he knows his way around a Sonic game. Up next, number 6, Sonic Dreams Collection. One of the more popular and well-known Sonic parody games, Sonic Dreams Collection consists of 4 prototype games that, according to the lore of the game itself, were abandoned by Sega and deemed not appropriate to release. Once you've given the movie maker a try, well, you'll know why. The other standout from the collection is My Roommate Sonic, which gets intimate and surreal pretty damn quick. You've been warned. And at number 5, Emerald Ties. Emerald Ties goes beyond just being a modern revamped version of Sonic. While the game emulates the classic 2D Sonic of the past, it doesn't borrow anything from those games. Instead, it consists of entirely new and original visuals. Aside from being aesthetically pleasing, it introduced new enemies and level designs. It still fits with the tone of Sonic games that we all know and love. And at number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 HD. Essentially just a revamped version of Sonic 2, HD is a Sonic game that's aesthetic overhaul is not dissimilar to Sonic Mania, but with more of an animated style. Reimagined in high definition, with a brand new all-original soundtrack that really impressed players. And at number 3, Sonic Utopia. Utopia is a demo of an open-world Sonic game. It's a stunner, and despite Sonic's proportions feeling small in comparison to the rest of the worlds, it moves with ease and makes for a load of fun. According to its creator, Yooka-Laylee, the game is, I quote, an experiment that not only tries to expand on Sonic gameplay in an intuitive way in 3D, but also aims to capture the best of Sonic's style and tie it together in a cohesive experience. And at number 2, Sonic Chrono Adventure. Best described as a Metroidvania Sonic game, Chrono Adventure is the 3rd game in Lake Feppard's trilogy, and arguably the best. Made with high ambitions, Chrono Adventure uses a side-scrolling form that lets you go beyond just being fast. You have an inventory, you can talk to NPCs, you can travel between the past and the present, and Sonic gets different upgrades, from boost shoes to bumper gloves to jet boosts and even a sword, inspired by Sonic and the Black Knight. And on top of that, the story is also super cool. And finally, in at number 1, Green Hill Paradise 2. This game is known as the fan-made 3D Sonic game that puts Sega to shame. It's got incredibly dynamic level design that is anything but rigid. Critics have said that this game is the closest iteration of a 3D Sonic game to capture the feel, speeds, and spirit of the original platformers. The reason why this game takes the cake for our number 1 spot isn't just because it's a major improvement on a Sonic 3D game, but also because it was made with the Sonic Games Development Kit, a collection of source code that lets fans make their own games based off of Sonic the Hedgehog. In other words, proof that Sega has the materials to actually make a really solid 3D game if they just tried a little damn harder. Green Hill Paradise 2 is more of an open world playground than level based, but the speed in which you can move and the ease in which you can do it with the controls just goes to show what Sonic is actually capable of. And at number 10, Super Sonic Adventure 2 The New Challenges. Starting off this list is a genuine effort to give fans a 3D Sonic game of quality, all while mocking another franchise. The New Challenges take Sonic 2 Adventure 2's levels and increases the roster of playable characters, meaning you can play as any of the characters available in multiplayer. multiplayer, but in single player, and during the levels that are normally just solo Sonic. You also gain each of these characters' abilities, so it's not just a different skin. The downside? Well, in order to use this mod, you need to own Sonic Adventure 2 HD on Steam, with the mod being available for free on the Sonic Retro website. And at number 9, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Complete. On our previous Part 1 list, we featured a lot of games that were takes on the classic Sega Genesis Sonic games, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Complete fits that bill. Back in the day, in 1994, Sonic & Knuckles was released, and you could snap its cartridge on top of the cartridge for Sonic 3, which combined the two games. Initially, the two games were supposed to be one, but ended up being separated. So what's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Complete all about then? Well, they're together in one game, and it takes both games and fixes all the bug issues and offers the player the option to modify various parts of it, like what soundtrack you use, adjustments to the levels and their transitions, and even a more advanced version of Tails mode. And at number 8, Sonic Hedgehog 5. Would you like your ears to bleed? Well, lucky for you, this game's soundtrack will do exactly that. Aside from driving you insane, Sonic Hedgehog is a flash game that doesn't care about going too fast. You walk and jump through the levels to pick up a ring that's at the end of each level, with a hovering Eggman watching over it. Perhaps the game gets funnier as you go, but I couldn't get through more than 3 levels of this. But if you have, let us know in those comments below and tell us what we missed out on. And at number 7, When Tails Gets Bored. Using graphics taken from the Genesis Sonic games, When Tails Gets Bored is a parody game that was made in the game's factory engine, and is based on a bunch of hoaxes. As Sonic, you run into Tails, who tells you that he's bored, so he turns off all the lights. You then have to go along with his shenanigans, and while the story is slightly infuriating and unmotivated, the gameplay isn't all that terrible. That being said, it's all pretty much just ripped from Sonic games, so it doesn't really do anything unique or original. But if you're looking for something mildly weird to try, or something a little offbeat from a traditional Sonic game, it's worth a shot. And it even has some pockets of humor that Sonic fans might get a chuckle out of. Up next at 6, Sonic Ball. Let's be honest, Sonic Ball is pretty ridiculous, but that's exactly why it's gained popularity.
Ready, steady, get set, go fast! I'm going the fastest! Holy...
Anyway, Sonic Ball is a racing game, which is pretty much all over the place. Plus, there's a lot of really hilarious Easter eggs peppered throughout that make it really enjoyable when you stray off course, like Biggie the Tank Engine and an ominous Shrek statue. Fun stuff. And at number 5, Sunky the Game. Sunky is a hilarious parody of the classic platform Sonic games. You walk casually through a level, with the inability to really do much of anything else. When you reach the end of the level, it announces, Sunky did a thing. And the music? Well, it's pretty great too. It also spawned a ton of sequels and spiritual successors to other Sonic games, Sega and fan-made ones. Perhaps that's for another part of this video series. And at number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 2DX. Now this is a 3D Sonic game I can get behind. In this fan-made game, you get to play as a realistic version of Sonic, one where he actually looks like a real-life hedgehog, all within levels that accurately parody those of Sonic Adventure. Being only a 3-level demo, it's a little limited, and apparently it's been quite buggy and glitchy for some, and because of that, it's quickly become a fan favorite. Up next, number 3, we've got a game with a great title, Eggman Hates Furries. While the animations are shady at best and the title invokes all sorts of feelings towards part of the Sonic fandom, Eggman Hates Furries is actually a really enjoyable game. The creator, a GameJolt user named Oddwarg, describes the game as an untraditional Sonic fan game based on redefined boss battles and stylish presentation. It's full of surprises and highly ambiguous, which is actually pretty accurate. The boss fights are just downright epic, and parts of the game are more than just a little eerie. Definitely not the kind of family-friendly game that the Sonic franchise produces, but definitely something worth checking out. Up next at our number 2 spot is Super Sonic Knockout. Super Sonic Knockout is essentially a fighting game mixed in with the traditional Sonic gameplay. It feels a little like Super Smash Bros., hence the name, but also features elements of other platform games when it comes to combat. It offers a few different modes: story, battle, and non-stop mode, plus an additional one that you can unlock. The story and writing aren't too shabby, especially when compared to other Sonic fan games. What, a unique Sonic game with some actual thought put into it? Someone call the current Sonic team at Sega and tell them to take notes. Or don't. And finally, in at number 1, Sonic.exe. We've mentioned this game a couple of times on this channel, since it generally falls into the creepy Sonic category. If you're unaware, Sonic.exe was initially a creepypasta, an urban legend that popped up online about a teenager who witnesses a bunch of terrifying paranormal events, all when he plays a modded PC port of the 1991 Sonic the Hedgehog game. Flash forward to 2012. A GameJolt user by the name of MY5T Crimson released a game titled Sonic.exe, which was based on the creepypasta, and featured some pretty disturbing moments. You play as Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman, all of whom are manipulated into morbid events by possessed red-eyed Sonic, with the game venturing further into hellish territory as you progress. And guess what? There's just no escaping Sonic. Eek. And at number 10, Sonic's Fun and Easy Adventure. Created by Noviticus, Sonic's Fun and Easy Adventure makes Sonic Mania super simple and easy to play. In other words, it takes all of the challenge out of the game. The first enemies who show up aren't until the Metropolis Zone. So why does this game make our list if it's literally everything that the Sonic fanbase despises from a Sonic game? Because, if played ironically, it's kind of hilarious. The biggest complaint most fans have of some of the crappier Sega Sonic releases is that Sonic loses his edge, and his speeds just aren't there, aside from bad controls and crappy narratives, that is. So this hack can definitely make for some great laughs, as long as you're approaching it for the joke rather than a game that'll blow you away. And at number 9, Fastest Thing Alive. If that last number got you a little bit stir crazy for how slow it moved, this one here may give you some relief, or make it worse. Fastest Thing Alive is a joke hack by Unlimited Trees, and it literally amps up Sonic's speed to really make him the fastest thing alive, to the point where he literally runs right outside of your screen. And at 8, Sonic the Sketchhog, Episode 2. Created by Megapig9001 and artist Joe Draws, Sonic the Sketchhog is a fan-made game that transforms the world of Sonic into a doodle, with every character being hand-drawn. Basically, the mechanics are the same as the regular Sonic games, but with doodles. If you feel like playing a cute homage to the Blue Blur, this is definitely up your alley. And at number 7, sonic.exe Mania. Here we have another mod of the Sonic Mania game with yet another Sonic.exe reference. Simply named Sonic.exe Mania, made by Yulkin, this game takes the concept of Sonic.exe and drops it into Sonic Mania, not only drastically changing the look of the zones in the game, but also warping the characters to look like those in Sonic.exe. The music has also become significantly creepier and distorted. Unfortunately, it doesn't really go above and beyond like some of the other Sonic EXE inspired hacks. Plus, there's no shortage of people in the comments who eagerly share their opinions on how the mod could have been improved. Up next at 6, Best Sonic Bros. A combination of the Sonic Bros hack and the Fast Mario Bros hack, this game features an early 8-bit Mario inspired Sonic running through the Italian plumber's Mushroom Kingdom. And of course, that means that Sonic is weird and tall, so it's super enjoyable. Get your laugh on. Up next at number 5, Sonic Limbo. Sonic Limbo is an unfinished Sonic 1 hack that was inspired by the video game Limbo. It's an edited version of the first 3 zones in the game. Created by Lord Exernom, the hack appeared on SonicHacking.org as part of the 2017 Expo. While its creator has stated that it needs some work, the levels depicted are still really enjoyable, and definitely add a sinister air of mystery to your gameplay. And at number 4, Spider-Hog Mania. Speaking of entries in the Sonic Hacking 2017 Expo, this hacked version of Sonic Mania is inspired by a different pop culture icon, Spider-Man. Playing as Spider-Hog, you can now enjoy Sonic Mania as a costume hero, specifically wearing Peter Parker's symbiote suit. Much of the game itself hasn't changed, but it includes a few fun details, like altered animations, and other Sonic characters embracing Spider-Man canon characteristics. Knuckles is the superior Spider Echidna, Metal Sonic is now Venom, and Tails is the ultimate Spider Tails. And at number 3, Sunky.mpeg. This game is the spiritual successor of Sonic EXE, meets Sunky the game, both of which we featured on previous parts of this list. Essentially, it combines the two. The silly nature of Sunky with the sinister possessed hedgehog who completely manipulates your game and does some creepy stuff as you play as Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik, each in their own twisted levels. It's got that lovable Sunky aesthetic, plus the dead animals. What's not to love? And the hilarious distorted music, of course. The classic possessed Sonic chases you around, except in pure Sunky style. And there's even some dancing with a lighthearted ending. What's not to love? And at number 2, Silly.tip. In the same vein as Sunky, here the focus shifts to a different Sonic character, or rather, a group of Sonic characters. Amy Rose, Cream the Rabbit, and Sally Acorn. Silly.tip is the sequel to our last number, Sunky.mpeg, and is exactly what you'd hope it would be. The game's narrative starts off with a sentence that pops up on the screen that reads, "Sunky had a great time dancing last game. Now it's time for him to eat breakfast with his pals." You follow around Sunky until you end up in a dark room with possessed Sunky, who pours you some milk and cereal. Then the next level you're playing is Cream the Rabbit, where more cereal and milk are poured. And then finally it's Sally's turn, and her level is dark and menacing with the walls closing in on her. But fret not, she eventually gets her milk and cereal too. Overall, less of a story, but more of a game, and definitely lives up to its name. And finally, in our number 1 spot, Hedgehog Abuse Simulator. Inspired by another fan game called the Tails Abuse Debug by Who Is This Git, this game by Selby allows users to use the debug mode, sort of, as part of the actual gameplay, constructing the best way to have Sonic progress through levels by causing him as much pain as possible. As is written in the game's description, Tails has had enough. He was always the unimportant one, nothing but the annoying doormat standing in Sonic's shadow. Time for revenge! Rather than having the full breadth of debug mode, players are given different kinds of spikes to plant around the zone, ultimately causing Sonic a whole hell of a lot of pain, and it's pretty enjoyable.